Knives are scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Knives are a scary thing. On your mark.
Oh my God, he's really. It actually is kind of impressive. This guy's a pun master.
So sorry, I don't mean to expose.
Well, I did cook so long. It was just like.
Isn't that taekwondo with a weird name? Okay, so a lot of us karate folk in our bunkai, taekwondo, some of the schools, sometimes they do all these knife defenses, like in the bunkai or in the one steps.
Knife defense.
So in theory, I mean, they're pretty cool, right? They like the idea of it's pretty cool, but I feel like we don't test them enough. Like we don't pressure test it. So I don't know what you think on if some of it is actually useful or is just
Like what kind of techniques? Like show
or is
me.
this like Hollywood stuff?
Alright. So like show me like.
The overhand stab.
Yes. Yeah.
I high block.
I'm with you.
And then I
oh
make
my
it,
gosh.
You know, how do you feel about that? Or go on this side.
Yeah.
You know, take down.
Oh, you got me. You got. Oh, you got me. I was ready for it. I told him the thing, and he still got me.
If you were an instructor, this is where you would go. No.
No, you didn't. You didn't do it right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can make them stab themselves with it too. They go like this and be like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen Big Boss. When they throw the knife at you, you just go like this, and it goes right back into them.
Oh, like
The crescent kick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't practice that.
Can I kick it? The question is any of that stuff any good?
Yeah.
This one especially. You want to look at this one?
Yeah. Lock it, and then, you know, take them down.
And then you just
do something.
You just take them down.
If somebody was stabbing you at the face, and you were like, and you met it. But I guess what else?
All that stuff was learned. I go like this, and then I stop.
Yeah.
Do your move.
Yeah.
And then this.
Right.
This is, I feel like, locked up. So
Yeah. Yeah,
we
once you
get
there.
like confirmation bias, kind of like
Sure.
this. We think that this works, and then it feels like it works.
Right.
And because it feels like it works, we think it should work.
But you're not moving.
I'm not moving. I'm not really trying to get you.
This approach.
With all this stuff, if you could just stop, then do all that, then in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competition, while they were fighting, them guys could just like jump and grab a Kimura.
Yeah.
You know, they don't go from like you got the guy in guard and then you're like Kimura. So I think none of that stuff is any good.
I think that that's just as possible, but it has to be in a situation where like you happen to get there after controlling the knife in a bunch of different ways.
Bingo. That's probably what we'll find when we experiment on this. Like, I'm kind of the most scared of that.
We're going to. That almost got me.
I'm sorry.
We're going to test this out. Magic markers. I got a knife to open it.
Yeah.
Pick a color, Seth.
Red.
You like that one that hit you? You guys got to watch that video.
Well, the red, yeah, red light.
The red bulb.
Yeah.
If you find out what the red bulb's about, let us know.
We'll have like feedback.
Yes. This represents the knife.
Get him, Seth. You get him.
I'm getting him. Turn.
Get him, Seth. Stab him.
Stab him.
Yeah.
So are you just gonna do whatever, or should you want me to? Low block.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Okay.
I got him.
No, but up before we got goofy, you got to it.
Yeah, it was locked up.
Huh?
You can, after watching enough video, get an idea of what the first one usually is going to be.
That's
anyway.
exactly. There's plenty of video of attacks.
Right.
Because it's never like, boom. My observations were,
I'm really good at stabbing.
yeah, you're so good at stabbing.
With markers.
The current,
My heart's on this side.
the current experts,
I didn't want to kill you.
yeah, the current experts that are teaching this knife stuff, it all looks like wrestling. You know, and when y'all really got into it,
Yeah.
it ended up looking more like wrestling
Sure.
than Aikido.
Right.
You know, it's not like Seth goes to stab me and I pluck this thing out of the air and twist his wrist a certain way and over he goes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not this pretty
Sure.
and spacey.
Yeah.
It's about.
And I didn't know what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And
Right.
I
Yeah.
did it while you were talking.
Yeah. Attack me this way. He was even telling him, attack me this way. Oh God, this is hard.
Yeah, right.
Truth is, it's hard.
Yeah.
That people don't like the idea of wrestling as a base for knife defense.
Sure.
Because learning wrestling is hard.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It takes a lot of.
And knowing that the knife is going to be that close to you is much scarier than,
Yeah.
okay, well, in all actuality, I would just inside crescent it from out here.
Well, the reality of knife defense is almost zero knife attacks are leading with the knife. I don't know the actual statistics. I know the vast overwhelming majority. I don't know the actual percentages, so don't quote me. You can
Yeah,
look
yeah.
this up and put it down in the description.
Right.
They lead with an index in hand. They
grab
put a
the
hand
target.
on them and then start working. So you have to choose, and why that makes it so tough is you have to prioritize.
Do I get this hand off me?
Do you address this collar tie,
Yeah.
or do you address this knife? And it takes two hands
Yeah.
often to do either. So you have to pick one. If you address the knife, you go two on one. Go 2-on-1 on the knife, right? I'm still in control of you. So you go to clear the collar tie, and now you've lost control of the knife somewhat. You know, you still have one hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to effectively counter either one, you kind of need two hands.
Yeah.
Taking account I'm falling forward, I could get
Yeah.
accidentally stabbed.
And then adrenaline spike through the roof. Knives are scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Knives are a scary thing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Why did I do what?
Throw the cap in that random.
I was gonna throw it at the
Oh.
camera
Yeah.
where they index on you first. So it's always knife attacks are like, hey, I'm a ruffian.
I've watched.
Let me have the knife.
I've watched a decent amount, and the ones that I've seen happen like they kind of look the same way, where they're like this.
It's like a sucker punch.
Those are the majority of the one I've seen, which is
It ends up being like a
scary
sucker punch.
thought.
That's the thing. It's usually not like the. This looks a lot less like karate. Knife defense.
Like this is karate from the ground.
Yeah. Is it though? Is it really though? Is it really? Is it really?
Where's the knife?
Death grip. Death grip. Insider tip. Use this.
I died.
This is your lung. Your lung actually goes like all the way up here. Like a lot of people don't realize. That's why doctors listen to the lungs from the back. Like on the diagram, you know, on the lung diagram, it always shows
Shows it right here.
these two little things, like right here.
I guess it is.
They go like all the way up, like way up in there. Just a little tidbit. So when someone ducks their head, you put it here.
That's enough to breathe.
That's a lung. It's the very little tip top of it, I think.
Insider tip for doing what?
So
Exactly.
that this is not a safe place to get stabbed when you're defending yourself.
Gotcha.
So he's gonna drop down.
Yeah.
Only drop down.
You got that?
Yes.
You got that, David?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drop down. Oh man, that went in there. We have no marker.
Oh, what happened?
Oh
No, it's there. It's there.
no. Well, see what happened
Oh, I see.
is that you don't stab him.
Yeah.
He blunts your knife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did a Chuck Norris on you.
Here's how it can be. I'll show you how we do it.
Okay.
Here's how I make it better. The problem comes from. Hold on.
Oh. Nope. That doesn't.
Learning wrestling is hard and frustrating, and it has a steep curve, right? A more productive use of our time is building attributes and reaction. So in wrestling, there's a thing called hand fighting, where we just sort of, we just play like this, right? And if you give novices Like if you didn't wrestle, if you do anything, if you're karate, taekwondo, any kind of martial art, you understand how to move your body. You don't have to be a great wrestler to do this, right? It sorts itself out. If David grabs my wrist, I figure out ways to get out of it. And your wrist, that stuff, the wrist escapey stuff, it sort of works.
Yeah.
Like grab my wrist. No, my other wrist. No, my other wrist. Right? Like this stuff. Like this, that stuff that you know, it has application. So we just kind of fight, right? And we just get good at this moment, right? Now this is a quick little snapshot of the fight, because what's probably gonna happen is I get control, and then I'm gonna like try to grab more or like start stabbing or whatever.
Progress.
So the way you do it, and you can go training knife,
Right.
and you can go this. The experts right now, I'm gonna give you an insider secret. What the experts are telling people, the ethical experts,
I was gonna say the experts in
knife defense stuff.
where the lungs are.
Right. The knife defense experts are essentially saying, seasoned, experienced martial artists, all you have to do
Is use a mini noodle.
is take a training knife,
Okay.
hand it to your partner, and start figuring it out. You know how the body works.
Right.
You know the end that you don't want.
Right.
So at slower speeds, so I figured this out. So then I learned that I gotta get like heavy on this guy right here. You know what I mean? And then I figure out stuff that there's no like great like this move always works. But I can get to this position and I'm sort of safe. I can get my gun, or I can start, headbutting or hitting, and if you know like cool moves like this, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I mean, oh, that's cool.
I just more Mortal Kombat type stuff.
I meant more like the bicep slicer, but that's cool too. But it's just not fun to learn.
Yeah.
Why? Because we get exhausted and sweaty, and we bump our heads into each other doing it.
And it's never 100%. You'll never always get it right.
Right.
So people don't want to do it.
You're like, oh man, I definitely died.
Yeah.
So we start like here, and you work on getting 2-on-1. Put your head right here. All right. And now you kind of control this arm. Right? And you can choose what you want to do with it, and then we just wrestle a little bit, you know what I mean? And then we do that, we rep that over and over and over again.
So, do you think I should always clear the arm? Like try to get it away from me?
That's the thing. There's no always do anything.
That's right.
Right? Like, the first time, I ended up like out here.
Right.
What you'll find, and we find this all the time, when this is in play, we end up doing like bad things. Like if this is bad. This is just a super bad situation. I haven't got your back. But you have to address this, and you won't know.
And you have to keep it, you have to make it clear from him being able to go.
You know what happens? That happens a lot in training.
Yeah.
That doesn't manifest itself in real life a lot.
That makes sense. Different motor, like fine motor.
Because when he had me down, I wanted to switch, but I know that a real attacker, this is what usually happens, is like if I have the knife, okay, and you hold both my hands, they'll really just start trying to get this hand back in real life. In class, when we're all playing around and laughing, it just becomes a big,
Yeah.
So like you said, watch videos
Yeah, watch videos.
and replicate that in class. So if we want to be super cutesy and have a lot of fun, we, grab ours, so I'll just do this, and then you know what I mean? We do all that.
Yeah.
So I just grab the blade. But that's not realistic.
Fear factor's not there either.
Right. So try to treat it realistically, but you just have to get good at it. Sorry, I got you there. So, dive on that thing, 2 hands on it. Boom! Yeah, there you go, yeah. Right there. And you got good at it because we repped it a few times just now.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh no!
The lung transition happened.
Huh?
That was a crazy transition.
Yeah.
I didn't know how that.
I lost my grip on it. And
And you had a hand on it?
My hand.
No, I put it in his
looked like
hands.
when you switched the grip, that he caught it midair.
When he.
I put his hand on it.
But that would have been the blade.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then every once in a while, we do these because they don't hurt as bad.
Yeah.
Like I can give you some you know what I mean? I can give you like some real energy. You know what I mean?
It almost feels nice.
Yeah, with this hurts. So what was that? We had an underhook.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, not real, not
Then I
that.
cut my fingers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's coming off. It's just I didn't have as good a grip.
Yeah.
And people say, you should always train like it's real. So I guess we should be using a real knife all the time?
Yeah.
No, you do some training like this.
Right.
For some context. You do some training like this to build your reaction. So you saw just now in this session, you got better at that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the first couple times I got him,
Right.
and he was chasing it.
Yeah.
And then I tell him, you gotta dive on it right away. Boom, yeah. Okay, put your forehead right here. And push my head towards the ground. Yeah, right. He got good at this moment.
Yeah.
You know, just by repping it. We rep this a bunch of times. Get good at it. Every 1 out of 5 I get him.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he gets super good at that.
Yeah.
Then we get super good at that, and then what would you do next? He would go here, headbutt.
Yeah.
You know, maybe go to the outside, maybe go to the inside, just depends.
Yeah.
When he goes with you, he'll do different stuff.
Yeah.
When
You're
you go with
shorter.
me, we'll both do different stuff.
Yeah.
You know? This is how you get better.
Yeah.
And then you break this every once in a while, and this is fun.
Yeah, that was.
Hi, I gotcha. We play tag. Oh, we have like,
Your
you
smiley
can tell
face
these are
on
real
it.
hits. You know what I
A
mean?
smiley face.
You can tell superficial,
Yeah.
good hit, good hit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's where everyone's landed at on knife defense.
Yeah.
All right. You sign my shirt.
Yeah.
It's like a yearbook.
Sorry, I killed you.
Yeah.
Is that what? Oh. Can't read upside down. I was like, oh,
Oh,
thanks. That's nice
Seth,
words.
Seth, you killed I sorry. Huh.
Now you're gonna be able to see this one.
That's on the lump.
What to say? Nice thing,
long
right? But in conclusion, a lot of the theories are kind of cool, but we need to take a more practical approach. Like you said, we heard us talking about watch some videos, see what actually goes down. Don't just believe it because someone told you to follow choreography. There's a lot of variables involved. You know. So if you have some drills that you're doing that you think might work, let us know. If you have a different opinion on it, leave a comment down below. Check out Icy Mike Hard to Hurt channel, Sensei Seth, and we'll see you guys next time. Keep training.